Hello and welcome back to PA Harness Week. I'm Steve Ross. She's Heather Moffett. And of course, you know who you are. And if you don't, well, help is available. Okay, let's get to our big event. It's time for our blast from the past. Okay, this week's blast goes back to 1984. Now, 1984 to some of us seems like about 10 minutes ago. To me, it seems like 4. But 1985 was 26 years ago, and they had a terrific Breeders' Crown race, I believe, north of the border. Am I right about this?
Yes, you're right. Up in Canada, Northlands Park.
Was it for 3-year-old pacing colts?
3-year-old pacing colts. This is an incredible field. See, I know who the winner is, and he doesn't. So I'm like really psyched to watch this race again. I could watch it 100 times. I love this race.
Who was it?
I'm not telling you, and I'm not telling you either.
Let's find out.
And coming around the turn on the road again has the lead. Troublemaker from the outside. Then Guts down on the inside. Armorel Cadet from the far outside. As they come around the turn to the head of the stretch and they're driving toward the finish, Troublemaker is taking the lead from the outside. Coming down the stretch toward the finish. As they come down the stretch, Troublemaker is the leader now as they come down the stretch. Then Guts from the outside. And coming to the finish, Troublemaker in front at the finish.
So what a surprise, right? Troublemaker wins this in 156, and this is a great field of horses here.
I think it was Troublemaker that won the race. Was that right?
Yeah, you were right. You were right. Okay, so in this race, we've got On the Road Again, we've got Guts, we've got Wanton Hanover. All these great horses, they end up going and having these great stallion careers, including Troublemaker, who in his own right was a super stallion.
On that same card, might I add, that in the 2-year-old pacing colt also had a stellar field. And in that race was Annihilator, who was beaten by Dragon's Lair. Broadway Express was in there. A lot of great horses that became terrific stallions as well.
Yeah.
You got all that?
Yeah, I got all of it. And that's what everybody can look forward to when we have Breeders' Crown Night at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. All these fabulous stars are going to be there.
Saturday night, October 9th, be there or be square.
That's right.
Okay, now back to the action. Mohegan Sun, Pocono Downs, race 4 on Saturday. And with that, here's Heather.
All right, I got another $25,000 claiming pace for you. Red Skull made a really uncharacteristic bobble his last time out, but he's a favorite in here, and he wants to redeem himself a little bit. Now we've got DVC, a Flying Frenchman who won last time out. He takes a little step up in class. And Unknown Soldier, he was actually second to DVC Flying Frenchman.
Red Skull trying to shake DVC Flying Frenchman, who just keeps coming at him there. The Quiet Village right there, third. Unknown Soldier tipping out fourth. At the top of the stretch, it's Red Skull digging in. Outside DVC Flying Frenchman to the passing lane is the Quiet Village. Those three that have decided here, DVC Flying Frenchman.
Now, DVC Flying Frenchman may be named for Danny Dubé, who, of course, his nickname is the Flying Frenchman. But Joe Pavia Jr. is in the bike with this horse. The duo make a first-up bid. They win in 151 and 3. Red Skull did the work on the front. He took the place spot. And then for third, it was Unknown Soldier.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the show. It's time to go in the bike. Okay, now it's time to figure out what it's all about, find out what kind of a fine organization we got up there north of the border, you know what I mean? If you hear what I'm saying. Going to go to Mohawk Raceway, and there was one of their signature races. What a biggie this is. The Canadian Trotting Classic. The final will take place tonight. $1 million on the line. And with all that, here's Heather.
Yeah, I've got the elimination for you. This is a stellar field. Now, we've got Temple of Doom. He's the favorite, fresh off a world record over at Tioga Downs. And then there's Break the Bank K. He just won last time out. He had an easy win in the Simcoe. And then Take My Picture just scored a victory in the New Jersey Sire Stakes.
But there's a big but here. The but is 2 horses were not in the race that are going to be favored in tonight's final.
I knew you were going to say that. I didn't know. You said there's a big but. I didn't know if you were talking about like Jennifer Lopez or what was going on.
I like that.
I got it. Yes, Muscle Massive not in this race. Lucky Chucky not in this race that you're about to see. They both accepted their buys. They will be in the final. They will be in the $1 million final. But we are going to check out that elimination.
Temple of Doom brings them into the stretch. Break the Bank K right up alongside now, and he's poked ahead in front. Break the Bank K takes over command. Temple of Doom Doom is back in second, tipped out from third. Now comes Take My Picture, who's got clear sailing, but it's Break the Bank K.
Break the Bank K proves to be a mudder, okay? He ends up winning over the slop again, and the 10 post, no problem at all. He leaves really well. He gets
a mutter.
A mutter, yeah. You know what I mean, good in the slop, you know?
Gotcha.
Okay, just to clarify that. He drops in fourth. Going around that final turn, Brian Sears just takes him on the outside. They find another gear. They end up winning in 156. Take My Picture was second. Temple of Doom was third.
Now, didn't you pick Temple of Doom in the Colonial, I believe?
I did, and he was second.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we got to find out if Break the Bank is the real deal when he goes in against the heavy hitters tonight. Lucky Chucky and Hambletonian winner Muscle Massive. It's going to be a great race. You can watch it anywhere you want to watch it, Mohegan Sun, Pocono Downs, or here at Harris Chester. Okay, let's head to the Bluegrass now and the Red Mile. And we check out the Nadia Lobel, $171,000 in the line, and the reigning queen was in there, put on a show, went off at 1-9 from the rail, no less. Dancing with the Stars and Brian Sears 6-1. The rest were all double-digit bombers, and here's the call.
The two favorites are 1-2 off 3/4, 122-2 as they turn for home in the Nadia. It's put on a show down along the inside, Dancing with the Stars out in the center of the track. Penagler moves up third, put on a show under a drive on the inside, Dancing with the Stars in the center of the track. Down to these two, they're battling it out. The gloves are off. Put on a show on the inside, Dancing with the Stars, but it's Put on the Show. She's all class in here.
All right, here's the deal. Put on a show glided to the lead just before the half when nobody pulled. The White Knight turned Dancing with the Stars loose. Then there was a head-and-head battle before Put on a Show, showed her class and won by an open length in 1:49-1, a lifetime mark for her. Dance with the Stars was second, and it was 5 back to Penangler off at 15-1 with Johnny Campbell, who finished third. The 173 trifecta, you ready for this? $2.20. I hope that was for a buck.
Wow. Well, that's something else. I mean, you know, a lot of favorites there. But she's the best right now. Absolutely. She put on a show. Okay. All right. We're heading to Harrington. I live like 5 miles away from Harrington Raceway, so exciting night. We had the Quillen eliminations. We're going to check out the very first elimination. This is actually a race for older pacing horses. And here we've got Foiled Again and Atochia. Now, this is an entry for the Ron Burke stable and the Bettor's Choice, while Clear Vision is the one you might recognize from racing here at Chester, and a local Delaware fan favorite and a long shot is Solano. But part of that Ron Burke entry, Foiled Again, won in 1:50-3. Okay, this is an overall track record for the half-mile oval. He took full advantage of the rail post position, went wire to wire. Clear Vision was third, and Blue Ridge Western, it's always a tongue twister for me, Blue Ridge Western ended up getting third.
Okay, now for the second Bobby Quillen limb, which of course was a free-for-all. Won the West, first off a big win in the $800,000 Canadian Pacing Derby final at Mohawk. Went off 1-2 from the rail with Dave Miller. Hypnotic Blue Chip and Joey Jamison was 2-1. But in the end, Hypnotic Blue Chip used Pangiorno for live cover and just got up and won the West in 1:51-3. Pangiorno raced huge for Persisi Driver and got third. And remember, the $300,000 Bobby Quinlan final takes place this Monday. You can watch and wager on it right here at Harris Chester or at Mohegan Sun, Pocono Downs.
I will be there, live in person. I cannot wait.
And we are all out of time. Just a reminder, again, 3 weeks from today, the Breeders' Crown at Mohegan Sun, Pocono Downs takes place. 12 races, 1 venue, sports history. Be there, be square. And until next week, for all of us here at PA Harness Week, including lovely Heather here, I'm Steve Ross reminding you to get high on harness.
It's only natural.
Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway.